Got my website back up, savagehealthsystems.com. The reason I started my website was because my mother died with cancer when she was only 35. I was 15. And later I found out that my mother's father, my grandfather, who I never met, he died with cancer. And then later on, when I was in my 20s, I think my late 20s, mid 20s, I don't know. My father's mother died with cancer. Now I say it that way on purpose. They died with cancer. I don't believe they died from cancer. I know that it was the so-called treatment that killed them ultimately. If you're taking a medicine, a so-called medicine that makes you nauseous all the time, kills your appetite, makes your hair fall out, you might want to go get your head checked out before you know. So yeah, I started reading a lot of books about, natural health, alternative, you want to call it alternative health stuff, right? Like when you go to the grocery store and they got one aisle that says natural foods. Well, what is all this other crap in here? The rest of the store is what? A bunch of junk. So I read Dr. Andrew Weil's book, Spontaneous Healing, Deepak Chopra, Ageless Body, Timeless Mind, and I've listened to lots, gobs, hours of video lectures by David Avocado, Wolf, Don Tolman. I love Don Tolman. Marcus Rothkranz. Just done a lot of looking into it, Like I found a YouTube video the other day by this man named Thomas Seyfried, and he puts forth the idea that cancer is not genetic, which is the mainstream, so-called conventional wisdom about cancer, is that it's a genetic disease that's caused by genetic mutations. Well, he points to research going back to the 1960s that shows that, and ongoing research since then, that demonstrates that cancer is not genetic, but cancer is a metabolic disease, and it has to do with, for whatever reason, damage to the mitochondria. Your mitochondria is the powerhouse, the power generation of your cells. It produces a molecule called ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is the energy currency of your cells, right? So when the mitochondria get damaged, the cell can no longer utilize oxygen in the proper way, so it reverts to fermentation. That's what a cancer cell is. A cancer cell is a previously healthy cell with healthy mitochondria that the mitochondria got damaged, so it couldn't utilize oxygen properly anymore, so it reverted to fermentation for its metabolism. That's what it is. And it's been proven by when they've done it with animals, but people too, putting them on a special diet, a ketogenic diet, and also calorie restriction, that after time being on calorie restricted and ketogenic diet, that their tumors shrink and disappear. So I'm into that kind of shit. Diabetes. If you look at my website, savagehealthsystems.com, just scroll down. There's article titles and then an excerpt. And the theme I chose for my website, it doesn't have all the functions I wish it did. So anyway, the article excerpt, it has brackets and ellipsis, which is the ... the three dots. You should be able to click on that and expand the article and read the rest of it, but it doesn't. That part doesn't work. So you just click or tap, depending on if you're on your your computer or your phone. Click or tap on the article title, and that will take you to the whole article. And there's banner ads. I partnered with the best of the best companies on the planet that produce the best of the best, the top shelf, cream of the crop supplements, nutritional supplements to improve, and I like to say supercharge your health and well-being. This is stuff it'll blow your mind. You can't find this stuff in the stores, right? I haven't taken everything because honestly I haven't been able to afford it to buy a lot of the stuff that I would wish I could. So that's what this is about. I got to get my website promotions going so I can sell some of this stuff. I believe in it. I've taken some of this stuff. Okay, I've taken the brain, like the first article is called "What's the best foods for your brain?" I've taken that stuff. One of the other supplements, I didn't buy their formula, but I went and I read the ingredients on the back of their bottle on their website and went and pieced it together. I was able to find most of the ingredients, except for one or two, and I started taking all of that stuff together, and it made a big difference. So just imagine taking what they got, missing those couple of ingredients, I had like almost like a religious experience taking this stuff. I was having numbness in my left foot, which it could be due to, like, I've had this back injury for a long time, and or it could have been pre-diabetes, like a symptom of diabetes, like neuropathy. I started taking this stuff, and after about a week and a half, I remember park my car. I went to work. I parked my car. I got out and stepped up on the little sidewalk in front of the strip mall where my job was to walk down to Starbucks. And as I started walking, I noticed when I put my foot down, all of the feeling had returned to my foot. The power of nutrition, the power of nutritional supplementation. It can have a profound effect on your health. Right? My cat came down with started showing symptoms of rabies. That was the cat that I never took to the vet to get neutered or shots or anything. He was a sweetheart. He was the sweetest kitty. I love him. His name was Bubbers. He was a black cat. He's since passed away, but when he started showing symptoms of rabies, I looked up natural remedies for rabies, and I found one. I settled on colloidal silver with coconut oil. I started mixing those two things with tuna fish and giving it to him every day. After about a week, when I first noticed something was wrong, he was just kind of stumbling around, like he was losing motor coordination. He was just kind of stumbling around, and he was starting to get all kind of weird. So I started giving him this concoction, right? After about a week, it cleared up. He got better. He lived on for a few more years. He died because him and his brother would always fight, and his brother was meaner, and his brother kept running him off, and he just gave up. He gave up. So that's why he died. And I'm not recommending that you don't get your pets neutered or spayed or don't give them their shots. I'm just making the point that they say that rabies is what the fuck? They say that rabies. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this off, but yeah, SavageHealthSystems.com. This software I'm recording on only gives me 10 minutes until I buy it. I got the free version, but yeah, SavageHealthSystems.com, man. Check it out. I hope you find something that can help you. If you have diabetes, if you have gout, got some good stuff for gout. If you have erectile dysfunction, better than Cialis, better than Viagra. This is a long-term solution. This is not pop a pill so you can fornicate for one night and then you have to take a. This is a long-term solution to heal the root cause of that problem. Why men have that problem in the first place. Prostate health, brain health. Just there's a lot of good stuff on there, man. I do a lot.